Hey, good morning. It's Saturday, May 3rd, and we're going to try and solve today's New York Times crossword puzzle constructed by Michael Lieberman. We've seen Michael's name here many times, so hopefully nothing too crazy going on a Saturday. Today is a very special solve, though, because we're going to try and break this here streak. We have tied our longest streak. I have gotten a few people who commented, I'm surprised that you've never had a longer streak than 138. And that's fair, but shut up. I also mentioned this to my friend Jeremy. Jeremy's probably not watching, but I said, hey, I'm trying to break my 138-day streak today. And he said, oh, that's awesome. Good luck. I'm at 512. So there you go. But this is meaningful to me, and it's Saturday, so we're expecting it to be tough, challenging, probably themeless puzzle. Let's find out. Also, not to talk about the NBA all the time, but man, it's just so good. We've got a Game 7 tonight and tomorrow, and then my Celtics play on Monday. And best of all, they've updated their terms. So make sure to read those in great detail. All right. So yeah, Saturday. I am expecting something very weird today just because it's an important streak-breaking solve. So it's probably going to be unusually difficult and annoying. But let's find out. Hope you've had a good week, and hope all your solves have been smooth. Source of the line, whatever goes upon four legs or has wings is a friend. That is an interesting Peter Pan? No. National Merit Scholarship Qualifying Exam. And that's probably like the PSAT, maybe? Nailed. That's going to be a tough one without some help. Nope. Like, maybe? I don't know. Can we be real for a second? Zippo. I'm going to say that's probably nada. I'm really hoping that something here is going to really just materialize. The lowest form of human behavior is puns. Could it be puns? Base output. Spicy alternative to a Frito is a Taki. I've never eaten a Taki. I'm pretty sure it would destroy me, so I don't eat them. Oh yeah, and this is a shakshuka, which I'm not totally sure how to spell. Delicious. Museum offer. Audio tour. Alright, cool. That's on me. Wow, that would be pretty great if we got that whole corner already. A country that is more than 50% desert. Frenetic bursts of energy in pets. That's the Zoomies, right? Lowenbrow product is beer, but spelled the German way. Yes, sirree. Ubiquitous figure during the holiday season. Subatomic particle that binds quarks together. Ooh, no idea. Subject, like some tournaments. Probably pro-am, professionals and amateurs. Subject of some interpretive work. Malarkey is how some people self-identify. Whatever. Is that like I don't care? It's out of the way as hair. Like brushes aside. Get out of my way. Honk? Is that just honk? Full brand. Oh, Glock, yeah. Honk. Honk it is. I'm union member. Like, I don't know. Draw out. Eponymous Belgian tourist spot is Spa. Intervals are eras, or I don't know. Son of Isaac and Rebecca, no idea. Commentator. Commentator. Not a commentator. A commentator. I mean, I'm inclined to just say Spud, but I don't know. Tending to get fixated, say, was way too keyed up. Remoulade base. Manchego Corrado or Asiago de Alevo. I mean, those are like cheeses. That's about all I got. Computer programming keyword. Is that like else? Director and co-star of that movie. Is that Ben Stiller? He was in it. There you go. 442. So pretty good quick first pass. Not great. Like, we've got some very open areas here, but we've seen worse and we've battled through bigger challenges on Saturday, so hopefully it all works out. Moving on. Something and estes, the bestest. What? Something and estes, the bestest. I mean, I wonder if this is related to Estes Park, Colorado, where Rocky Mountain National Park is located, but I don't know. Winter airs. Colds. Prefix with change. Futz around, like play with, maybe. Federal agency that investigates arson. I don't know. Hawaiian for long. Mauna Kea? Mauna Loa? Just thinking like Kea or Loa, maybe. Exclamation in mathematics. Oh, factorial, right? Felt like that was good, but it's got to be factorial, right? Top unit. Top unit. Japanese energy healing technique is Reiki. Calling. Request from someone getting dressed is zip me up. Poetic preposition or the ramparts we watched. Something. Yes, sirree. Showing exasperation. Rays are beams. Tries to talk smoothly in slang. Spits game. I like that one. That'd be hard for older folks, probably. What is this? Ubiquitous figure during the holiday season is the sheep. Made using traditional methods. Stakes of some bar bets. Around. It is based in Vegas and New York, among others. Is that like MGM? Interpretive work. I don't know. Norwegian hunting dogs. Something hounds. It's gotta be hounds, right? Long spell. Is that an eon? I'm running out of solid answers, so I'm just kind of like filling stuff in, hoping that that it gets me there. Gets out of the way. Has hair. Gets out of the way. Ties up. Right? Physical therapy before an operation is prehab, I'm guessing. Rehab, but pre. Tribe in Killers of the Flower Moon. That's the Osage tribe, right? It says prolong. Esau. Weighted down. Is that laden? Had no chill, maybe? I'm going to say this is no chill. Pictures output. Pictures output. Beat. Renata something. Blackthorn berry. Is that a slow? Like, maybe. Shel Silverstein. Home of the White Sox is Chicago. So this is aged cheese. Right? Okay, so 10 minutes-ish. Not terrible. Those downs helped us out a lot, but this corner in particular I'm concerned about. Source of the line, whatever goes upon four legs or has wings is a friend. Goes upon four legs. Like, source of the line. Nailed. Nailed. Can we be real for a second? Base output. I have no idea. Is it a bass, like a fish? Country that's more than 50% desert. I just don't know. Yes, sirree. Ubiquitous figure during the holiday season is the oh man. I mean, this is like all of a sudden this just went totally off the rails for me. Is this sighing? Like I care, okay. What? Is this nigh to? Yes, sirree. Subject of interpretive work. Oh, is that ASL, English as a second language? Sorry, not English as a second language. American Sign Language. Jeez. That's ESL is the one I was. This is CSI and elk hounds. And is this sale price? Maybe. How some people self-identify, it's me. One-time union member. Is this artisanal? Is this loser buys? SSR. Oh, this loser pays. There we go. Okay. A commentator. That must be a spud. Okay, so this corner really I just don't know. I mean, what else could Estes be? Winter airs. I feel like it's going to end in an S, probably. Desert. Winter airs. I'm just going to say colds. See if something materializes here. Prefix with change, like prefix with change. Federal agency that investigates arson. Like, what would that be? Plan for long. I'm gonna say that's Mauna Loa, like Loa. Top unit. A top unit. Like, what does that mean? Calling is your I mean, I'm thinking that's going to be an N, right? Calling is your yes, sirree. Like, oh, right-ho. Right-ho is the answer to this. Right-ho. Oh, and your calling is your métier. Is that right? So this is something farm. Is this like 1984? Something farm. Nailed. What? Play is wrong. Play is wrong. Can we be real for a second? Base output. This is going to be the end of my streak. I'm going to lose this streak on the day that I was hoping to break it. Blah. Something and Estes. And Estes. Prefix with change, like morph. Like morph. What's around? Animal farm. How did I not get that sooner? Animal farm, right? Animal. Is that the name? Yeah, animal farm. What is a top unit? Winter airs, like Noel's? Use a change. Inner change? Is this Israel? Let's mess around with. The agency that investigates arson. What is this? A top unit. Okay, so nailed. Done to a T. Let me be real for a second. Oh, a beer. Bass. Can we be real for a second? This is interchange. Let's face it. Wow. We did it. 139 day streak. I was sure that I was not gonna get there. Animal Farm, I really should have figured out sooner. That's like I was on the right track, and I just didn't quite put it together. To be honest, I couldn't remember the name, and I kept wanting to say Orwell Farm, but he's the one who wrote it. Tough, and I don't. So this is Adlai Stevenson, I guess. Doozy. That one was hard for me. A lot of interesting fill here. This was challenging. 1936. This is like, I don't know, probably like a 7 out of 10 difficulty. I just tried to make it harder than it actually was, but we survived. And we broke our streak, so now we can stop thinking about streaks. I might take tomorrow off just so I don't have to worry about it. Let's have a look. Source of 1, whatever goes upon 4 legs or has wings is a friend. I read Animal Farm, I guess, in high school probably, and can't say that it is fresh in my mind, but yeah. The PSAT, National Merit Scholarship, amazingly, I remember this from 1999 or whenever I took the PSAT. And I remember that that was a whole thing. Was like, oh, you got to do well on the PSAT so you can get a National Merit Scholarship. And I was like, what? Done to a T. PSA done to a T. Let's face it. I definitely don't love this corner here. Zippo is nada. Ales are created by Bass. My dad used to drink Bass ale, I remember, and it's actually like quite good. It's held up well in the new world of craft beers. It can hold its own. Taki, again, poison. Small drama is a skit. Israel is more than 50% desert. I did not know that. Zoomies, yep, I like that one. SOS is a cry for help. Beer. I went to Oktoberfest a long time ago. I'm going to say 2001. I'm not going to say. It was 2001. And we hung out mostly at the Hofbrau house, but Lowenbrau was well represented there as well. And we drank lots of BIER. Yesterday, Righto. This one really was hard for me. This just didn't look like much of anything. And Righto sounds dated and silly and funny. Sale price, holiday season sale price, yep. A glue-on. My God, that rings no bells for me. Pro-Am, ASL, American Sign Language, Hokum. This is another one where I was like, Yokum? No, that's a country music singer. But yeah, this is another tough area right here. Hokum, Glue-On, Glock, Righto. I thought this was pretty challenging. Also, Shakshuka, tough one to spell, even if you know the answer. It's me, like I care. I don't love. Like I care. Let's face it. Done to a T. Had no chill. There's a lot of that kind of stuff, and I'm not a huge fan. Ties up one's hair. Honk. Soviet republics, prolong, spa, gaps, Esau, spud, anal, tending to get fixated. I don't love that clue. I guess it's okay, but had no chill, mayo, aged cheese. I mean, I don't love this one just because like all cheese is aged, right? It's just like, is it aged a day or a year or a decade, whatever? But like, I don't know, it's all, you don't drink it straight out of the cow, so it's all been aged. Computer programming, else. I knew this was else, but I didn't know it, so I didn't fill it in. But I know a tiny, tiny bit about coding, mostly from these puzzles. Years ago, like at least 10 years ago, I took a coding course. Like I paid to take a course on coding at home. The first 3 units, I was like, this is easy. I'm going to be such a good coder. And then it turned out to be very hard. Really complicated logic puzzles, back to back to back to back to back, you know. Ben Stiller. I can't believe that this is the film they chose. Not Ben Stiller, who directed many episodes of the recent Severance. Not Ben Stiller from a more popular movie. He's done a lot of big stuff, and I'm surprised that we ended up with Walter Mitty. Adelaide and Estes, the bestest. It's really funny that I thought this was related to Estes Park, Colorado. I was miles away. People hadn't even been to Colorado in 1956. I don't even think it existed yet. Noels. So this section of the puzzle was by far the hardest for me, and I kind of knew it was going to be right away. Interchange. Like, I feel like interchange, I don't know. Interchange. Fine. Futz around was to mess. ATF, alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. It's funny, I thought about this and I was like, nope. Fire is not alcohol, it's not tobacco, and it's not firearms, so it can't be that. But I was wrong. Loa, this was a good guess. I thought it was going to be Loa or Kea, but I'm glad it was. Factorial, that's a doozy. I probably knew that back in my PSAT days. A-team, Reiki, Métier. Whew. Really just a tough section of this puzzle, yeah. Lowest form of human behavior are puns. I love a good pun, and I love low forms of human behavior. Shakshuka. I really like shakshuka. Definitely a thing that's going to give me heartburn for the rest of the day, though. Eating tomatoes for breakfast, probably not. Museum offering of the headset audio tour. The last time I did an audio tour was in Newport, Rhode Island, and went and toured the Breakers. The Breakers, is that right? Yeah. And did the audio tour. That was pretty cool. That's on me. So that's another one like, let's face it, done to a T, had no chill, like I care, that's on me. Request from someone getting dressed, zip me up, or sighing. Yeah. Beams, Glock is a pistol, Spitz game. I like this one. I want to say it's current, but it's current to like 20 years ago, so it's current to my younger days, but artisanal. Yep, you can charge a lot more if it's artisanal. Bar bets, loser pays. Yep. CSI, elk hounds. Interesting. Makes sense. I kind of like this one because it's like, we've all heard of elks. We know that hounds are hunting dogs, and we can put it together to figure out that there's elk in Norway. Yeah. Elk. A lot of elk in Estes Park, Colorado. Just throwing that out there. Long spell is an eon. Prehab. What a nightmare. If anyone's ever been through surgery and stuff, like, holy crap. Wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. Osage Tribe. I recently watched Killers of the Flower Moon. I had put it off for so long because it's so long. Really, like, I think I'm out on Scorsese at this point. He's too self-indulgent, and out of a 3.5 hour movie, there was probably like an hour that I really enjoyed, and the rest I thought could have been trimmed down significantly. Beautifully filmed and acted and produced and directed and all that, but it's not a story about much. Yeah, I'm glad I watched it though. Layden, Spiel is what the pitcher pitches. Pulse, Adler. We have Adley and Adler kind of bookending this puzzle. That's kind of weird. Renata Adler. Blackthornberry is slow, like a slow gin, right? An infused gin with slow berries. Shel Silverstein, Where the Sidewalk Ends. Grew up with Shel Silverstein, big fan. October and the Chai Sox. Yeah, so we did it. We got to 139. I really thought that this was going to be the end of my streak, and I'm glad that I didn't just punt on it. Yeah, I appreciate you sticking it out with me, and I hope that this solve went relatively smooth for you also. If you like this video, then click the like button, then I know you liked it, and we both win. It's your classic win-win situation. And if you want to see more videos like this, and you can subscribe to this channel. It's called Cross Boss. My name's Morgan, and this is all you're going to get from me is crossword content. So if that doesn't float your boat, then tune into a different channel. But please please subscribe. Let's face it, I'm shamelessly self-promoting myself. And I guess you don't need to say self-promoting myself, right? That's redundant. So I did not do that to a T. I think it means it's time to stop rambling. Prehab, by the way, just reminded me of how I say pre-ramble sometimes when I talk at the top of the video. So now I'm doing a nice post-ramble, and it's terrible, and I should just stop talking right now. So subscribe, and please tune in again for another live solve of the New York Times crossword. Thanks. Bye.